Baltes is a very beautiful and magical town. But after a fierce war, due to the despair of the people there, the beauty of the city has ended. And dark clouds have gathered over the city. Peter, an orphan child, is being raised by a retired army sergeant, Wilna Lutz. Lutz gives him a coin and asks him to bring a fish and bread. Peter goes to the market and sees a tent there. When he goes there, he finds an astrologer woman who tells him that his sister is alive. Peter always felt the same way about his sister. She allows him to ask one question in exchange for a coin. Instead of taking fish and bread, Peter asks to find his sister and the future teller tells him to chase an elephant. She doesn't say anything beyond this. Peter comes home and tells Sergeant Lutz about the incident that his sister is alive and the astrologer has told him to chase the elephant. But Lutz tells him that I was able to save only you in the war and your sister had died. Lutz says Peter that this is all a fairy tale. There was a soldier in the army named Roman Desmith. He used to read a book and missed his family, so I hid this book from him and he became a strong soldier. And anyway, there are no elephants in this city. A magician has come to the city who is showing his magic, but everyone is getting bored of watching his magic. Because he wants to show some things and something else happens. The magician calls the woman on stage and wants to give her a bouquet of lilies. But the elephant falls from the roof and the woman gets crushed under the elephant and breaks her legs. Captain Leo Matian, a neighbor who lives in Peter's building, sees the news in the newspaper and tells Peter that an elephant has come to town. Peter becomes very happy after hearing the news of the elephant. The courtiers of the Countess of the city tell Captain Leo Matian that they are going to kill this elephant. But the Countess refuses to do so. But for the safety of the public, something has to be done about the elephant. Leo finds a way to save the elephant because the king of this city loves entertainment. All the time he thinks of entertainment, so he sends a letter to the king about the elephant. The king comes to see the elephant and Peter also comes there along with the entire town. The elephant has some problem with his eyes, hence he is scratching his eyes again and again and starts creating frenzy. Seeing this, the courtiers want to shoot him, but Peter comes forward and lovingly controls the elephant and gives him water. Elephant washes his body and becomes friend of Peter. Everyone praises Peter's bravery. Peter asks the king for the elephant for himself because he hopes it can lead him to his sister. But as the king loves entertainment, he asks Peter to do 3 things to get the elephant. His first task is to fight Roman Desmith, the most powerful soldier in the army. The next day everyone comes to watch the fight between Peter and Roman. But Roman is very huge and Peter cannot fight him, so he runs away from there and goes to his home. He thinks of this soldier's book and brings Lutz's hidden book to Roman Desmith at home and gives it to Roman. He gets controlled after seeing his book. And kneels before Peter. Everyone is very happy with this victory of Peter. The king gives him the next challenge that he has to fly. Everyone finds this impossible. But still Peter does not give up and he wants to do anything to get his sister. Adele comes home and tells her guardian sister that an elephant has come to the city and she wants to go to the city and see it. Meanwhile, we are shown that Sergeant Wilna Lutz remembers the days of the war, when a sister was trying to save 2 orphan children, Peter and Adele. Lutz brings Peter home from her. But he cannot raise the little girl, so he leaves her with sister. The next day everyone comes to watch Peter's flying challenge. Peter is on top of a building and jumps from there. But a parachute opens from his bag and he lands flying around in the air. The king and all the people become very happy. The third challenge the king gives Peter is to make the countess laugh, who has never laughed since her brother's death. Everyone finds it impossible to win this challenge. Peter meets Adele there, but they do not know each other and sister takes her away from there. While reciting jokes from a book of jokes to make the countess laugh, Peter falls asleep near the elephant. In the morning all the townspeople gather and Peter reads a joke to the countess, but the countess does not laugh. And considering Peter's defeat, the king starts taking the elephant with him, then the elephant starts creating frenzy. And he sneezes loudly, due to which the king gets completely wet and dirty, then the countess and everyone else start laughing loudly. The king is also happy to see the countess laughing and calls it a victory for Peter. Peter had realized from his dream at night that in reality the elephant wanted to go to his home. And he requests everyone to return this elephant to his family. For which the imprisoned magician is called. Adele also insists her sister to see the elephant for the last time and she also comes there. The magician tries to do magic with all his confidence and casts some spells due to which the elephant disappears from there. Seeing sister there, Wilna Lutz recognizes her and understands that she is the same girl. And Peter gets his sister and Adele gets her brother. The city becomes magical again. And Leo Mattian takes both Sergeant Lutz and Peter with him.